All right, good. Trouble. Lives on protest July 17th, 33 days after Trump turned 79 and 33 days after the No Kings tour, the knocking on the door for the Who's There, that the ribbon, nucleic acid, that RNA, it's all been wrapped up, and the Pandora's box being handed to you in one way, shape, or form. And as it's handed to you, that bit on the Bitcoin is being all wrapped up into the stable coins. The ripple in the water is being shown. The waves are coming upon the earth as far as the flood waters, and we see these different areas flooding out, and all this thing is like boom, 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 and then boom, 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 boom. Okay? So it's like winding in, and then when you get to that one point at the park, and then the thing stops, and then you go, and it starts just, okay, and then it levels it. That's kind of where we're at in the world stage, okay? So the barren Trump, the barren womb, all these things are kind of lining up as far as we've seen the birth of a man-child in different ways, shapes, and forms, and the ovulation office, the divorce between Elon Musk and Dawn, the dark light, and then the black caps are all coming. You got the red caps. So tomorrow is day 119. The day of the protest is day 119 of Barron being 19 years old. And then Melania is 55, and she'll be 55 for 82 days, which is a flip on that 85. And then Elvis will be 90, if he was alive, 90 for 190 days. Okay, so that's the 190 and the 19 with the crown. And that's also 6 months, 9 days, which is the 69 original donkey number I told you way back in 2021 when I was figuring all this stuff out, and I showed you with the donkey chromosomes or whatever how these numbers work, or what I was figuring out back then, and it's 69, and either way. And then 69 goes with what's going on now with the Elon and Trump, and then the UFC. All these things mirror like what's going on in a pinnacle peak as we're at the end of the system, and we're going to be coming out of it. I'm going to do a whole nother video on these things. That's why the men are getting all sweaty and rolling around in their underwear and shit, calling it fighting or whatever, or wrestling. I mean, it may be on one level, but what are the chances you're gonna like use that out on concrete? Because it doesn't work very good on concrete. So this week, Trump has a new bestie, and the Gianni Infantino, the Infantino, and we see this all going at the same time as the Jizz Lane and that pressure building to release the files, and Adon means the Lord, and Adonia, so this is part of that second coming of the Lord and that second coming. So that XXX is part of that 666, the 24 letter, the 24 making the 6, so the XXX are the crossroads from Generation X to the ecstasy to the X-app. As we've been given this window into heaven, we've been taught naughty and nice over here, and we've been given the opportunity to seek truth and grace, and we understand how men operates in the spirit, and all these things are overlapping as we're going into new heaven and earth. So everything is finished. We're already past that kind of central time zone. So either way, we'll get into that on another video. So the birth of the man-child is happening on a couple aspects as this is passing from spiritual to physical. And then he also was at the MetLife Stadium. That's also the MetLife, the Met Lives, and then the good trouble, lives on, the lives, mix the letters around, and you get Elvis. You also get evils. So the evils is part of the EV for the electric vehicle, Mars mission, Elon Musk. And then the IL is for the I, for the AI, and then the L for the Hebrew God and all those kinds of things. But it's also for the twin 911, and then how one's a little bit taller and one's shorter, and then that's where you get the capital I, makes the lowercase l, those kinds of things. But that's where you have interswitchable things, and then also it makes the 11, so that 11 also makes another letter. So that's where you get that matrix built into these things. That's where your mind will teach the mind to and think about all this stuff while you're looking at shit. Either way, so those are just quick numbers I did this morning when I saw this protest being brought. But all these little days are like lining up. Oh, it's the 11-month, 27th, 28th day from the 7/20/24 day, which is the 42 months on the false prophet, and that 4D, 2 months, and those things are lining up with Melania doing the eclipse glasses or whatever she was looking at Trump with that morning before he got the gold reflection on his face from the trophies at the World Cup, as the Holy Grail and all that stuff's being loaded up for month 12 of his butler, and this trying to sweep things under the carpet. He's like, oh no, the list is made by them and them and them or whatever. So he's setting up this here, flush this and whatever else. So either way, it's all set up, and then these things we do at the parties, like the signature and the books and all this all going to be like, these things come from this point in time. Like, why do we do this stuff? Okay, it's for these times coming up. Okay, so this is where like that test of that law and the system and whatever to bring in that as it winds into it, winds up. Okay, so either way, the man child birth, all those things are upon you. So we'll end it here, folks. 19 years, 3 months, 27 days. The 327 equals your 119. The 327 also equals your little Corvette engine. And Biden is that carpenter on one aspect, and the Joseph and with the Mary, but he's the Corvette, the core to your MAGA and the vents. But that engine just ties to this. So that's where you also see this Biden and the auto pin and all these things mentioning together as that garden is going closed and all that stuff, okay, that we've been tracking.